Hello and welcome to Hollie's Hot Takes. It's been a little while, ladies and gents, but we are back in the building. Now, if you haven't just witnessed the Wales game, it was a madness. I didn't do my maths well. I said I was going to be at 1:45. We were a bit late, but there was a fight going on, which was vibes to see. But it was nice to see Wales winning 2-0 against the dark horses that were supposed to be doing a madness, but they haven't, unfortunately, i.e. being Turkey. But hey-ho, who cares? Good night for... not Gareth Bale on penalties, but Gareth Bale with that assist in the next one. And as we say hello to everyone, everyone is in the building. Good evening. Cody's in the house. And I saw your message, Cody, and I was like, I need to do all these hot takes just for you, my friend. Hello, Nippon. Hello, Alan. Muting the words Tottenham interested on Twitter. I know, I've been doing that for a long time, Cody. That's why I've been England mad through and through. The past, since Euro started, Tottenham have really ticked me off. But we're back tonight with Tottenham content. Woohoo! I like the pun there, Nippon. They did get stuffed. They did indeed. Good evening, Orange. Hello to you too. So yes, there's been a lot of developments in the world of Tottenham. Like Cody says, there's been a lot of interest as well in the world of Tottenham. But there has been some developments. That is, we've actually finally got a DOF, okay? We finally got a director of football. Now, don't get me wrong. I was very excited at this term and at this person coming in. But in the back of my head, I was also like, well, we've had a director of football before and it hasn't actually worked before. But news coming out today. Now, I know it's Sky Sports. I know it's rumours. They love a good rumour. But news has come out this evening, in actual fact, that Lamptey from Brighton, wrong B on the south coast, from Brighton, could be coming our way. Now, if that happens, ladies and gents, I may have a bit more faith in this combination of Daniel Levy and a DOF working. Gareth Bale, he was on fire, just not for penalties. So Turkey's out now with 2 losses. Supposedly, Casey, I think so. What do you mean of this? What do you make of this 21 first game of the season being City? Yeah, I'm not too pleased about that. But if we do get the geezer in that we're supposed to be getting, that we still technically are managerless, which I must say on the fixture announcements day doesn't give me much hope. Supposedly it's happening. It's literally on the brink that we're going to get this geezer. People call him Zorro. We are supposed to get him. But he did do one over on Man City. So maybe the stars are going to align, Cody, and getting City on the first day of the season might not be too bad. I mean, call me crazy, but who knows? But yes, I've looked at the fixtures around my birthday. My birthday is the 23rd of September. We have Chelsea prior to my birthday and then Arsenal after it. So I must say, I think I'll be drinking lots in Yak and Bar from that week. But yeah, I mean, isn't it Liverpool towards the end of the season as well? Like this, and Norwich, the last game of the season. Hopefully Skippy comes across to Tottenham and doesn't stay at Norwich for another season-long loan. Hopefully he does decide to come to Tottenham because that'd be vibes. But yeah, we're bringing in the season hard with City first, and then obviously we're seeing the season out pretty hard with Liverpool in those last 3 fixtures. And my birthday's just not going to be a vibe, especially if we lose. Thanksgiving Day for Wales, they eat turkey alive. I like that, you kid. Get in the Welsh. Bale was so good. He was really good today, just not for penalties. Kane will start an opening game at Tottenham Stadium 100%. Let's hope so. I'm doing a Kane dance in the next couple of weeks. You know, like a rain dance, but Kane dance. I can never say his name. I'm going to call him Francesca. Beat Pep Shakhtar, yeah, Kane brace, 2-0 City. I mean, there's hoping we might actually manage to do one, but who knows? Like I said, the fixture list has come out and we're still technically managerless. We're still officially managerless. I think Everton are the only ones to also be in this kind of stage. I actually haven't seen really much football news in the world of club football. I have literally been on the England bandwagon saying it's coming home 24/7. So yeah. Hollie, it's because he's probably now I get the joke. Yes. You've said this as well. Can we not? Did you see the interview with Daniel Levy kind of blaming everyone for first doing so badly as he spent? I did, and as you might already know, the comments and the replies to his statement. I mean, I'm happy there was a lot of eggs in there. I feel like the egg term is gone international and national, but not also people weren't happy with him. I am included within that, and like I've seen today, I mean, Cody put a lovely tweet out of, obviously we've got this apparently planning application It's probably been passed through Haringey that we're going to have some sort of facilities being built outside the stadium. And Cody put the thing out of Star Wars in it. I think that was quite funny. So if you haven't checked that out, please go to Cody's Twitter. Name 4 players you want gone by. Does it only have to be 4? Can it not be longer? Where do I even start? Dyer, number 1. Sadly, Harry Winks, number 2. Number 3, Sergio Aurier. Number 4, Doherty. There's so many more. There's Sissoko. I just want a whole refresh, but I know that's not going to be doable. So is Harry Kane staying or leaving? Who knows at this point in time? I mean, that's a good shout. Sissoko. I mean, I think Dyer should be first in your list, Cody. I mean, personally. Good evening. Oh, hello, Luke. Good evening. I've only got half of Højbjerg at the moment, but Højbjerg is up there as well. Remember, guys, if you get into the Hollie's Eurovision fantasy football, you can win one of those lovely things behind me. Obviously, not Harry Winks. Nobody wants Harry Winks apart from me. You should re-sign Bale after that performance, that pass to Ramsey. The pass to Ramsey and the bit where he came from the corner flag. Managed to tap it through, and I can't remember who scored the last goal. But yes, I don't know. Yeah. I would like him to re-sign. Time to protest again. There's time. All in good time. Can we start the egg army? Subscribe. Maybe. Hopefully, when I finally get my watch time up and what's it called? You can get super chats and all that cool jazz and shit. Maybe I'll call us the Egg Army or something. Tough start of the season. Finesco might be sacked before he gets announced the job. Be such a Spurs way, wouldn't it, Stuart? Welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you before. If I have, I'm very sorry. But welcome. Like I say, this is Hollie's Hot Takes, the chance where you can ask me the questions, because normally I'm on host mode, trying to keep the flow of the conversation going, asking my guests questions. But tonight, it's all on you and Hollie's Hot Takes. When is your birthday? The 23rd of September. So it's right slap bang in the middle of the Chelsea game and the Arsenal game. I will be drinking lots that game. Personally, I think Spurs and Everton fans should meet up in Winchester Arms. Wait for it all to blow over. Jez, it's funny you should say that, because I'm literally like 10 minutes away from Winchester. If the Winchester Arms is in Winchester, I know it's not from the film, but still. I think we should. And it's funny because, what was it? It was February, wasn't it? I said Everton are literally the northern equivalent of Tottenham. And it's literally turned out to be like that. We can't get things over the line. Both our managers are gone. We're managerless. And the fixtures have come out. It's a vibe. Oh, Lamela, Yidkid. I don't think Lamela's going, mate. He's robbed enough off of us. I don't think Levy's going to be able to stomach it if he lets him go after. He's literally like, I don't even know how to put this into words, but he's literally robbed. He literally keeps the medical staff going, basically. Do you think Bale wants to come back to Spurs? Will he be motivated? It's a good question. It's a hard question. I think the only person who can actually answer that properly is obviously Gareth Bale. I mean, rumour was coming out that he's going to retire. I mean, I also said that a few months ago. I don't know. It depends what he wants. I think at the end of the day, he built his career, I think. Personally, like he used Tottenham. Tottenham was the place that he managed to get himself to the big stage. Call me a romanticist, whatever it's called, a fantasist. Maybe he'll want to finish his time up back at Tottenham, where it all happened for him in a sense that it managed to give him that platform to get to Madrid. Who knows? I don't think everybody's as sentimental as me, but there we go. Oh, good evening, Jamie. Hollie, good question. There was rumour that it was going to be today. It's still not. There's rumours flying around that dealings still haven't been done in terms of his travel contract or whatever that jazz and his visa and that crap. So probably next week, if it's still going to happen. We should look going to get Chelsea again. But thank you. I'll take that, Nifan. I'll take that. Yesterday was my birthday. Happy birthday, Yid Kid. How old are you now? Actually, if you're old, or you don't want to say, don't say. Emperor. Oh my god. What do you think Levy's orders for us are? Do you think he'll be allowed a 3-year plan? Who knows, Alan? In the world and the brain of the egg Daniel Levy, who knows? The man is probably conjuring out. I mean, he's got cinemas on the way opposite the ground. Oh, to be honest, I don't think he's even thinking of a 3-year plan. To be honest with you, the only exciting thing I'm happy about is the fact that this director of football, the fact there's rumours coming out that we're linked with Lamberty, a player that I actually really rate. And you know me with football. There's my knowledge of other teams other than Tottenham is pretty poor. So the fact that I know this kid, he's up and coming. The fact that he's a right back and someone, and the position that we aren't so good at, we have two kebabas at the back and Doherty that doesn't really do a lot of defending. I think it's interesting to see. So I don't know if I can never say his name. I'm going to call him Francesca. If Francesca in our new DOF that I also can't pronounce. Do manage to work things out. I'll take a 3-year plan. The thing is, like, I'm underwhelmed by the fact that we've potentially got him as a manager. But again, like, Pochettino was at Southampton, and I know that obviously this geezer hasn't really managed anyone in the Prem, but I'd take it over Potter. I think we just need to, I don't know. I also think to myself, who wants to come to Tottenham? Who's going to want to put up with Daniel Levy? This is probably for him the biggest stint in his managerial career. I just hope it works out. I think having a director of football is definitely a step in the right direction for both parties, manager and Daniel Levy, because we all know Daniel Levy. We had a DOF before and it never worked out because Daniel Levy wouldn't keep his nose out. Hopefully this time, after like the bad press and a lot of fans like myself are just pissed off with the whole Daniel Levy saga anyway, I think he's treading very carefully, especially with news coming out of all these new projects that's got nothing to do with football. Bell should have wanted everyone on loan. He should move to US League, got some lovely golf courses. There's some lovely ones in the UK as well, remember. Hello, Lookman. Hello. Welcome. Meanwhile, Lo Celso played in Copa America. I've tried to keep up with all the Copa America games. I must say, the commentator did bore me to death. Is he still on the plane? Oh, well, happy birthday. Welcome for being a teenager. Welcome. Are you excited about Francesca now that you know a bit about him? Yes and no. I know he's the Lord Zorro. Like I said, I think I'm a bit underwhelmed at the fact of him, the fact he's never been to the Prem, this, that, and the other. We've all got to start somewhere. I think if we didn't have a director of football and he was coming straight in working with Daniel Levy, I'd be even more pissed off. But I think the fact that we've kind of done it in the right way this time, so to speak, on paper, whether it happens in reality is another question. I don't know. I'm a bit more optimistic, shall we say. So you'll be free tomorrow for my preview? Probably not, Nippon. I'm not here tomorrow. I'm not at home, so probably not my friend. Levy is excited about AJ. I know. And Atlanta Falcons are playing. And from Jason's experience, they're the biggest bottlers in NFL. So Tottenham and Atlanta, there's a partnership coming there. Defenders first, attackers moving second. Can we put Levy on the transfer list? Wayne, let's put him on. Let's put him on there. I agree to sense defenders first. Agreed. That is probably our weakest link. I just think we need another creative midfielder, personally. I think we need one. Real bad. Lo Celso just isn't cutting the mustard for me. Hey! Hello, Chris. Welcome. How can you have a 3-year plan when Kane is due to leave this season, so we'll soon follow, and Eric Dyer won't leave? I'll boot Eric Dyer out personally. No, I can see what you're saying. Like I said, it's really hard to sit here and be optimistic about Tottenham. Like, I've literally not thought about Tottenham for since the season finished. And then I was like, there's a lot of developments going on. Let's have a chat. Let's whip up the stream. Let's talk to people because it's been a while. And I don't know. Who knows? Kane might be saying, Sky Sports are saying he's not the real deal anymore, this, that, and the other. We know that's coming. It's just paper trash talking it. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe this will turn Kane's head. I say that with pinch of salt. Who knows anymore? Who knows? I mean, that in itself is making me feel happy. What centre-backs would you sign if you were Francesca? I like the fact we're calling him Francesca because I can't pronounce his actual name. There's a good question. There's a very good question. I want someone that's established. Don't we all? I really don't know. There was talk about Tyrone Mings, who I didn't know actually used to play for Eastleigh in my ends 10 years ago. How mad is that? So Tyrone Mings, he hasn't been playing too great, but the game against Croatia, I thought he played all right. So maybe Tyrone Mings, we know he's Premier League proven. Who knows? Which players can turn things around under? I'm hoping Steven Bergwijn. I'll tell you what, Matt Hayes did a brilliant show on the way Francesca sets up. And I'm not technical enough, even though I play football, I'm not technical enough to even analyse how a manager sets up. But honestly, if you don't know much about Francesca, go check out Matty Hayes' blog. It is sick. The way he managed to put all the video together. I think Bergwijn would do quite well if he uses his attackers in that kind of sense. I think Bergwijn will flourish. I hope he flourishes as well. Like under Jose, as much as I I got behind the Jose thing, like I do with all things. He's our manager at the end of the day, and we know what a tight bastard Daniel Levy is at the top. We know Jose wanted certain players, and he never got them. We also know Jose decided to keep certain players like Eric Dyer, but again, we'll leave that for another discussion. But for Bergwijn, he was playing in a more defensive role. He wasn't able to unleash himself going forward. So hopefully Bergwijn has a good stint at Tottenham. I'd love that to happen. Whilst being underwhelming, I do think football will be a lot more exciting next season than it is under Jose. If we can sign a few good defenders, who knows, might just stay up. Stuart, I love the optimism, mate. We might just stay up. It's all good. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I'm not very good at keeping up sight. Do you believe the rumours about Son's imminent contract extension? Does it change anything with Kane, or does it make him more likely to leave in the summer? It's a tough one. I think if Kane goes, I think Son's maybe turning his head, and I think it's vice versa. We've seen them link up so well this season. They'd be silly, I think, to part with each other, but also would understand their frustrations. Scoring all those goals to then, I don't know, I think it was the West Ham game that just tore it all apart, really. But I don't know. If one goes, the other goes. But I think for Kane, like you said, he's got a few years left. Well, a few more years. He says he's in his prime. Who knows? I just think Son's very sentimental, I feel. So I would like Son to stay. I'd like Kane to stay, obviously. I don't know. I hope the rumours of Son extending his contract is true. Ben White or Anderson for me. I prefer the likes of Ben White, the fact that I don't know. Fulham got relegated. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Oh, yes. Rodon was good, man. Rodon was good. I do like Rodon. I've got him in my fantasy team. Remember, get involved in that fantasy team if you haven't not already. Rodon Davies was fab tonight. Bale got his fitness spot on, it seems too. It does, but you can also see the passion and the desire they have for Wales, which I don't blame them. It's their national team. We don't really have that at Tottenham. Hollie, I actually watched Tyrone Mings play for EC and a friendly against Havant Waterloo. No way, Jez. That's sick. Literally, EC posted it the other day and I was like, what? No way did Tyrone Mings play for Eastleigh. So there you go. When I get signed, hopefully, well, it's more than likely now, for BCDC, there you go. That's my claim to fame. Thoughts on Mr. Almost video? I haven't seen it. Quick question. Cody, mate. Of course it's coming home. Bale. Harry Winks has got his coming home out already. It's coming home. Come on, get with it. Thoughts on Visual Report giving Vanessa a new backroom staff in order to work the defensive side. Also, Visual Report going to a big defensive overhaul. I'm down, Ackle. I'm down, mate. I'm all for it. We've seen all season that our defence is our weakest link. We need to get it sorted. Some in the process of renewing his contract, his wages have gone up. Eggs head must have cracked his shell. Must have done that. Must have had a panic attack. Did you see? Oh, mate, Cody. I was giggling for days. He was literally stood with his stomach, wasn't he? Like, in his Welsh shirt. I was like, oh, no. That's going to be meme central. Son is like Kante. He is. Everyone loves him. He does. But I think he's just so sentimental with everyone. Fun fact, Gareth Bale is more individual on team trophies than Terry Henry. Up the Bale. Thank you, Orange Fantasy, for that lovely thingy. David said it's coming home with Cowley's stream. Oh, what a legend. Did he actually? David's been giving it massive in the group chat. Wasn't having it. As a Spurs and Roma to Bob Europa Conference League, what is the chance of Roma? It's going to happen. Fate's going to happen. It's going to happen. Obviously, I want Tottenham to win, but I've just got a bad feeling about it, sadly. It's gonna happen. Roma and Tottenham in the final. I just hope we don't ball it. Can you join? Yeah, sure. Patrice is an expert in signings as well. I'm all for it. I'm down for it. I really am. I think if I can never say his name right. If Francesco came in and we didn't have that director of football, I would be very underwhelmed. But the fact that we've got this director of football now, and it seems to be working, we're having rumours come out now that are looking promising, but not just promising, they're actually looking like, okay, yeah, I could see that happening. Not like Dybala, where we were all convinced he was coming and he didn't come. But you know what I mean? Like, I feel like they're ones that we need to be signing and ones that I think are like ambitious, but also like reasonable in a sense. They're not like too out there. They're not like, oh, Jesus, that's never going to happen. I'm not going to believe it. They're like reasonable ones. So yeah, I'm excited, Ackle, for it as well. Can you see a path to fielding a better squad by selling Kane? Cody, the trouble with me is if we sell Kane, you look at what we did with the Bale money. That's the thing that really worries me. If we sell Kane, we're probably going to get maybe not as high as fee because of all of the COVID crap and all that jazz. But it's going to be that, if not higher, isn't it, really? So I'm just worried that it will not be invested properly for me. I'd rather keep Kane and fit a defence around him, because that's all we need. We need a better defence and one more creative midfielder. With Kane and Son, we're sorted. And with Bale, look at his fitness tonight. I would rather keep your best assets, to be honest. NFL Spurs, a new defence coach, new offensive coach, Kane and Son. He'd be dual signed for the NFL team as well. Rarachuchi. Oh, is that how you say it? Rarachuchi. Oh. We should just play our youth in the conference, full focus on the league and FA Cup. Yeah, sure, 100%. Obviously, it gets to the latter stages of competition, you're thinking, oh, okay, we're playing Roma. Maybe switch it up, but it'd be shit if you get the youth to that level and then you chuck in our first team. I think, like you said, it'd be good development. It'd be good mentality as well. We've had this mentality problem for so long. If we get our youngsters in that winning mentality from the off, I think we're on to a perfect winner. So, Stuart, I think that's a great shout. I think Spurs should move away from the mega name, massive wages stars, rebuild with a British spine. I mean, true, but Harry Kane's a massive name. He's a household name, and he probably should be on more money than what he is. So I think we have that. Is that how you say his name, Danny? Levy needs Moneyball the hell out of it. Sells Kane, 3-4 players straight in the first 11. Yeah, but he won't do that. Chance. Look what he bought in with Bale. The only player that did really well was Eriksen, and I spoke about Eriksen on the last show. He was with us for 7 years, and honestly, when I think we all kind of, even if you're a Spurs fan or not, but being a Spurs fan and seeing Eriksen play for 7 years for your club, to see him collapse to the ground, he did. It was just horrible. I'm glad he's on the men's now, but like I said, the money we bought with Bale, we used. The only half decent signing was Eriksen. I mean, Lamela's still at the club, getting a living somehow, keeping all the medic staff in a job. But this is what I mean. I don't trust Levy with investing into players that are going to even match up to Kane's level, which you're never going to get one player to match up to Kane's level, because of everything he's added to his game. Or I just don't see it. We're linked with the right wing. I mean, it does sound good. It does sound more optimistic. I'm more optimistic. Like I said, this DOF has done the world of good. It has done a world of good. Oh God, the Bell money load. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Hello, Danny. I hate to say it, but finishing the Europa League spot with what's supposed to be targeted and forget about Champions League. I mean, baby steps. We hiked up a mountain that we thought we were never going to get to with the squad we had with Poch. Then there was never money to be invested in hiking boots, so we started to slip up a bit. Now we just face planted the other side of the cliff, and now we've got to work our way back up. You know that's a shit analogy, but you know what I mean. I trust her to spend the Kane money better than true, Stuart, true, but I'm still not 100% sure. Yeah, let's have it, man. This geezer's looking good. Well, sorry, I'm trying to keep up with everyone. What is your take on Sally Daddy, as we know Levy loves him? No, right, Alan, we've missed a trick in the book again. Enoch have been reactive rather than proactive. We should have sent him on his way and his merry way on a loan to PSG. Why? Number one, confidence, new change of scenery, playing with players that are worlds above Delhi, personally, but could try and reach him back to the old Delhi. Get his confidence back. Then, okay, may I add, if we didn't want him back at Spurs come this summertime, he would have been in the shop window for buyers to take him. Instead now, he's hardly played any games. We've shoved him in at the end to try and be, oh, look, here's a nice Delhi. Do you want him? Do you want him? And instead, it's basically backfired. So, again, I feel Enoch are to blame for that. How much do you think having fans in the ground will help us next season? Do we miss them more than other teams? I think it will definitely help. 100%. You see with England. I know England's a mixture of all different players from different teams, but you see the momentum it was bringing for England. And like I said, definitely think it will help us a lot, especially if you see us getting behind the players like Sergio after we're pissed off, or even losing possession, the fans will get on that and will make, look, you need to sort yourselves out sort of thing. I don't know. I just think it's been a strange combination for players and fans. I just think we need to be back in that stadium, cheering the team on and basically tell them how we feel. Miles behind Champions League place hole. I know, Kev, I know. We've slipped off the cliff big time. And hey, Hollie, hope you're good. I am good, Danny. I'm trying to survive after going around the zoo yesterday with 6-year-olds. It was a vibe. Ronaldo came for Golden Boot. I think Ronaldo will win it. Well, the fact he's off the mark already, orange. But like Matt Tarr, who's from the Tottenham Twitch channel, who was on the show the show Monday, when we were talking about England, he said that Kane's always slow off the mark in these competitions, and he still managed to win the Golden Boot in the World Cup. So who knows at this stage? Who knows? But yeah, you make sure you check out the Spurs official Twitch channel. It's really fun. It is good. Matt's a good laugh. Rebecca's a good laugh. And I was lucky enough to have Matt on it, so make sure you go check out Matt Tarr as well. Danny, ever come to England Skywalk with me? Right, fun fact, right? If you see a picture of me on the Skywalk, okay, I did not buy it. My sister bought it for me. I was supposed to go in September, but COVID happened. But I'll chuck Harry Winks off the side of it. Oh, greetings. Hello. Welcome. I'm going to butcher your name, and I'm so sorry. Soterios Konstankios. Did I say that right? Welcome. What part of Greece are you from? I love Greece. Welcome. Tonali. I've heard that word before, but as you know, my football knowledge about Tottenham is pretty poor. If Levy doesn't stick his bald head in what Patricio wants, to Levy gets on with what he's good at, finance, it's all good. Exactly. Just give Patricio some guinea, some money. Let him do all the football business. Daniel Levy, you stay out of it, mate. Do you have to be no, mate. You can be any fan you like to do the Skywalk. Fun fact, when I was doing my my stadium tour, there was actually a secret Arsenal fan on the tour with us. I can't remember. He asked a question, and we were like, "What are you asking this question for?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, sorry, I'm an Arsenal fan." So there you go. Any fan can go on. Hey, boom, boom, boom! It's coming. You know, Carlin. Welcome, Carlin. I like that I'll call him Francesco. I can't say his name. All right, can't say his name. Hollie, was it Marwazu? It was Marwazu. I've been there so many times, but me and my teacher got so lost. I had to hurry this kid along about 6 times, tell her to put a cap on 6 times. We literally got there, and bless him, it was very hot, but they were moaning the whole way around. Which came first, the chicken or the Levy? Levy, obviously. Kane played poorly versus Cray. How it was lower value. Stuart. He did play poor. He did. But I also think he's been stuck in his brain to sit deep because he's got a crap defence behind him for too long. And I'm not giving excuses, but you can see him. He's playing so deep again. Like, just get in the box, man. You haven't got shit defenders anymore. Get in the box. I mentioned this on the show the other day with Matar and Rose to do the England-Croatia, which you can find on the channel. And we were saying maybe it was because of the whole Eriksen thing. You think those other players that were on that pitch for that England game were not really attached to Eriksen, but you say Kane and Eriksen had that bond at Tottenham. Maybe that had something to do with it. But like I say, like Matt said, Kane is slow to get off the mark in tournaments like this, so who knows? Same here. Oh, bugger, sorry. I'm missing everybody's things. Hollie, English Queen. She's a judo on the Tottenham seat. Oh, Ross, mate. I'm going to get Forms to rap that. I'm going to nip that. I'm going to get Forms to say that. Good old Forms. Make sure you check out Forms' new song. It's a legend. Hollie, English Queen. She's a judo on the Tottenham seat. Mate, I'm getting into rap. Lol, you did not say that Greek fella's name right, but I respect the effort, like Ben Davis Masterclass. I think he's left now because I've butchered it so bad. I'm so sorry. I'm doing a Skywalk in a couple of months. If I see a secret found vegetable on the edge. Stuart, mate. That's naughty. That is. Levy was the egg. The chicken laid. Honestly, I really think he hatched me. He did, look. Egghead. Yeah, good point about Eriksen. Probably made a lot of heads drop. Exactly. But I think also Kane, you think no one else in that England squad really played with Eriksen as much as Harry Kane did. I mean, you saw it with Højbjerg. I know he's his teammate as well. Like, I don't know. It's sad what happened to Eriksen. I'm just glad he's back to business. I thought that about Kane for Eriksen. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. I think Plus with Kane, I think we're too critical of when he has a shit game. Don't get me wrong, you need to be critical of players when they have a crap game. And I'm not just sticking up for him because it's Harry Kane, this, that and that. But I do think that affected him. Go for it. And who pulled off the defenders so Sterling can make the run for the goal? True. And as good as that is a fact, lots of strikers do that though. Lots of strikers do that in the real world. But yeah, I agree. He did make that run for Sterling. But anyway, it was a good game all round for England. Obviously, we have Scotland on Friday. There we go. See, Carlin, Kane will score 3. Exactly. And then we'll all be like, oh, there we go then. He's back to business. But yeah, no, big exciting things. So I need to fill you in what's happening in the next couple of weeks. So Levy and the ball. Oh dear. No, Cody, you're a good egg. You're a good egg. You're a good egg, Cody. It's all good. But no. Oh, Edwardson's in the house. A good egg, my friend. Good egg. Tell you what, I keep looking up here because I've got your comments on my TV, but the thing's there. Right, I need to fill you in of what's happening in the next couple of weeks or so if I'm this organised. Tomorrow, there will be a preview of the Scotland game. It will be a snippet from the live I did with Matt Tarr and Everton Rose, who both need to go check out. And you haven't checked out the full video yet, it's on the channel somewhere. But that will be out tomorrow. Now, for the Scotland game and the England game, I'm going to try something. If it's not raining, I'm going to record us in the Agon Bar and upload that as a video. Not a live, because I will have to do a lot of editing. But yes, there might be, like I did for the Man City game, like a pre-recorded watch-along thing. A recorded watch-along thing, which I will then upload later on, which will be exciting. And if you haven't already, I'm waiting for the producer to send me the video of me on national TV. Yes, the Agon Bar was on BBC. I'm waiting for her to send me across the video and I will upload that for everyone to see. I will, if not, I will try and do a walk around the Agon Bar because I want you all to see it. So yes, that's what's happening. So tomorrow, preview of the Scotland game. Friday, there'll be no content, but there will be a watch-along recorded thingy, which will come out over the weekend, but hopefully before the live, which is happening on Saturday at 4:30, 5:30 p.m.-ish, to discuss the game against Scotland, which will be exciting. And then from there, I need to get organised and sort out what's happening. But they're the kind of the content that will be happening over the next couple of days, which will be exciting. Thank you. I mean, you are a good egg, Cody. Transfers, maybe, Kylan. Maybe towards the latter stages of the summer, I might come out of retirement for a transfer video. But you know what I'm like. Yes. I hope he starts, Jez. We can get either Johnson or Ramsdale as they are available or cheap due to relegation. Possibly. I think I spent a day with an Agon Bar. I'd end up with an Agon Bar. An Agon Bath? Oh, my days. Oh, I get it now. I got you. I mean, you probably could. I do need to restock. But no, if the producer lady from the BBC doesn't give me the video, I'll just do a live tour around the Agon Bar to show you all properly. But I was on national telly with Harry Winks. Harry Winks did make an appearance on BBC. It had to be done. But anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you all. Thank you all for joining me today. It has been fun to actually discuss Tottenham. It's been a long while since we have. But I want to thank every single one of you for coming in. Like I say, the next live video will be Saturday at 4:30 p.m. I'll be joined by Duo Max and hopefully another guest. But keep your eyes peeled for what is coming up in the next couple of days. But I will see you all very soon. Thanks again for watching. And remember, get involved in the fantasy team. If you don't know what the code is, it's on it somewhere. I think it's on Twitter, or it will actually be in the previous video at the bottom where you can see it scrolling along at the mo. It is at the end somewhere. But I shall see you all very soon. And until next time, I'm telling you, it's coming home. And come on, you Spurs.